My name's Abhishek Sapra. I'm from the Fiji Islands. We come from the island of Taveuni, which is the third largest island over here. Our farm is called Kalangata Estate, which in Fijian means blessed.
The islands of Fiji in the South Pacific are being battered by the strongest storm ever recorded there. Cyclone Winston is the equivalent of a Category 5 hurricane with wind speeds of 325 kilometers an hour.
Winston, when it happened, it literally stripped all the trees of all their leaves. A lot of our heritage trees fell over. Crops were completely wiped out almost. Unless it was underground, it didn't survive. With people, because we already are living in a rural and outer island area, access to supplies was difficult. There was no infrastructure for water. People weren't able to get access to water. There was no access to food and all the shelters. Their homes, everything was, destroyed.
We are staying here in this building for about 105 people. How many houses? 19 houses. 19 houses. We all came here in the time the hurricane came. Everything is lost in the house. Everything was gone.
In terms of the wildlife, the birds and the bats in particular, I've seen a decline in terms of our lorikeets, our parrots, and our bats. Basically, what had happened was because all the trees were stripped of all their fruits, leaves, everything, there was nothing for the bats, the birds to eat. In losing a lot of these animals, we lose a lot of our native trees because these animals are what have built this sort of symbiotic relationship. These bats, even once that tree has flowered, it gives the fruits. The bats actually are the ones that distribute then the seeds all over. I think the basic thing that we've learned is the more trees you have, the safer your house is as well as your crops. Because one major thing I noticed was wherever there were parts of the forest intact, the crops were saved. And wherever there was no forest, like clear areas like this, everything was just stripped out. What we are doing now is shifting into a newer form of agriculture, which is being called regenerative agriculture. What regenerative agriculture does is recreates the ecosystems which were in place before. We're trying to recreate that sort of cycle that takes place in nature with the ground rejuvenating. You have the leaves falling from different types of trees that are contributing to the biomass within the soil. So we started putting in Gliricidia, we started putting in multiple types of fruit trees, we're planting native trees. We're trying to work with native medicines, all of our ethnobotanical plants. So our goal over here is being able to create a working farm that is beneficial both for the environment, for us, and giving our native plants some value. And so people think twice about eradicating them, spraying them out, and then replacing them with foreign imports.
Keep playing, keep playing.